What is up, fam? Welcome to the Diginachi sequence. I'm XRP Sean. I'm joined with Crypto Heavy, Phil Spinzz, and Will Carr Speaks. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
What's happening, Sean?
Excited to
Man.
be here.
Yeah. So
It's been a
what's
good day.
new?
Man, what's not new?
Huge news. OCC has really approved Ripple and a handful of others for banking charters. Massive. That's a big catalyst, a check mark we've been waiting for. It's ginormous news.
Is that why the dump just continues?
Absolutely.
Always. Yep. Great news.
The
We
news was
love it.
great.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. So let's dump it.
God. I'm so tired of this, man.
It's crazy.
Will, where are you at right now?
I'm in Chicago, about 50 floors above the city, sitting at a sky lounge, hanging out, enjoying all the town of Chicago has to offer.
Yeah. Did you go to the Bulls game last night?
I did.
Yeah.
I went to the Bulls game last night when my buddy's company's got a suite. So we went and hung out in the suite, and it was awesome. I tell you, they played the Pelicans, and the Bulls are a massive disappointment right now. I hate to see such a iconic NBA team be so desperately awful.
Absolutely.
You know, it was to be in the United Center and to watch the Bulls. You know, it's still cool, obviously, but yeah, it was a great time here in Chicago, and yeah, I just can't believe all that's happening. There's so much news to share, guys.
Yeah. Anything crazy happened last night?
You know, nothing too crazy last night. Just went to the game, went to Parlor, this little place in Chicago. Anybody in Chicago probably knows Parlor Pizza. So Parlor Pizza is this great little spot, got all types of different pizzas, and just went out with a small little group and enjoyed ourselves. Had a whole pizza to myself, of course.
Deep
Sure.
dish? Was it deep dish?
It was, dude. From what I hear, it was the deepest dish.
Nice.
You deserve.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I've been busy as all get out with this short film, and I've just kind of been not paying a whole lot of attention to everything. I see y'all's texts come through in the group text, and I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm just gonna act like I don't know what's going on. I know, Duran. What do you have for us?
Man, I've been the same, just working. So like this time of year, like I told y'all, I'm retail. So like it's fucking ridiculous this time of year. So I usually be zoned out trying to make it through the holiday season. I did get to do a podcast though with 68J. So that was
Nice.
pretty dope.
That's cool.
And, shouted out the Diginachi sequence. He said he'll come through whenever we want him to come through, man. So, he a huge name in the space, big guy, just like fucking Will, which is crazy. It's 2'6'8" type of dudes running around the XRP community. But
Man, he's just kind of tall.
But he's super cool, man. Super cool cat. And so whenever we want it, man, we got another guy that can come through and grace us with some crypto knowledge. So.
Yeah, he's always really positive in the space. So I'm always liking his tweets and reposting and stuff. So
yeah,
shout out 68J.
Yes, sir.
And what about you, Phil? What have you been up to this week?
There with Duran, honestly. End of season, end of year and sales. It's always a whirlwind chasing a number out there. Good lifts in and getting ready to visit my family down in Florida for the holidays. So
let's go.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
That's awesome.
What part of Florida?
Marco Island, Naples area.
Nice.
South.
What a nice time to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. Yeah, we have Christmas on the beach. It's a good family tradition. Popping champagne, drinking beers, good times.
Yeah, we went to Destin not too long ago, and my God,
I
got to get me a house over there. I know that Brad Kimes is always like, "Oh, check these houses out on this real estate. We're sponsored. Check this out." I'm like, "Well, shit, we need to get that sponsor."
Man, look, facts. I used to live out in Destin area, well, like Fort Walton Beach, which is like 30 minutes.
Right there.
And the best place I ever lived in my life. Like, it's like you on vacation all the time, just driving through. It's always nice. The weather. I would love to get a property out there, man. Like that's
so
the ideal. That's the win right there, man. That's how
you know what Crab Island's all about.
Yes. Good
My
time.
God.
Yeah, that's, been out there many of times.
It should be called Lobster Island because that's exactly what I look like the next day.
Burnt
It
the
was
hell
so
up.
bad. I've never been burnt so bad in my life.
Man, I can relate to you with the sunburn, Sean. I've had some pretty bad ones.
Hey, you know us pale-skinned
Nasty.
blonde guys.
Yeah. Nasty sunburns. I tell you, it's a huge difference. You know, being in Chicago is literally like 1 degrees right now, like 1 degree. And then just 2, 3 days ago, I was in Santa Monica and it was 80. And talk about a difference of climate. One place I'm in shorts, sweating with my toes in the sand. And then a couple of days later, I got this giant winter coat on and I don't even feel like I'm wearing anything.
No, look, they got the same weather that we got out here in Ohio. We got the same storm that just hit us a couple days ago, and it's fucking freezing out here. The
Oh,
the coats and hats it don't matter because the wind is so disrespectful that it goes right through
man.
your damn bones. So it don't even
Dude,
matter.
I just feel like my ears, like something, please cover my ears.
Mm. Well, we
Oh,
we got some, there's not a whole lot of price action to talk about other than the fact that
Dump.
we couldn't hold $1.96 is what our chart guy told us we had to hold. Couldn't do it. The real Diginachi guy, trademark. Um, Yeah, like I said, I haven't paying attention to it, but I see silver's ripping, gold's heading up. I know that we had some people commenting on talk about diversity a little bit, but I know that we all share some diversity in the metal space. So it's nice to see that silver's kind of heading back up. It's still not anywhere close to that ratio we need it to be at, but it's good to see that price action going up. But,
Definitely.
how long before these rains just come off? I mean, we lost Phil.
No.
I keep feeling like if it's going to be a 2026 type of bull run versus 2025. I know that we hopeful of 2025 every day, man. I'm like, we get this great news and it's still the price action stays the same. So, or it dumps like it's been doing. Is I guess at what point, like I'm all about buying the dip, but I'm kind of sick of buying the dip. You know what I mean? Like I'm ready for some excitement, man. I know XRP is one of those assets where it waits for you to get it, kind of like nulls you to sleep, and then next thing you know, it goes off. So we'll see, man. I guess I'm hopeful 2025 into 2025, but the Santa run is looking closer to 2026. That Santa run is coming to an end. Santa's almost done, so everybody keeps talking about it, but I don't know. I know you bullish, Will, but I don't
There's
know,
still
man.
time. There's still time.
There's still time.
10
Yeah,
days.
we got a comment from one of my buddies up in Oregon. He's like, "No way it hits 100 by Christmas." And realistically, anything could happen. But yeah, we're hopeful for sure. We know what this asset can do, but I guess you have to be a realist about it at some point. And if Christmas rolls around and it's still $1.96, we won't be surprised, to say the
Correct.
least. But
Exactly.
but with retail and with certain small individuals still kind of controlling this market, what can you do?
I
All
mean,
this good news comes out, dump, 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 dump. They want us to be discouraged.
that's good
Yeah.
for Ripple too. The news that came out with the OCC, obviously this closer to Ripple's master plan. So like I'm all about it because it's going to benefit XRP. But for XRP, like we have the ETFs, we have a shortage of exchanges having XRP. We see the inflows coming in for the ETFs, but it's still no price action. So clearly, it's something bigger than that that's in play for XRP or shit, the market in general. So I feel like the big money is there, man, and they keeping it under wraps, man. I don't know. They'll push it when they're ready, but I feel like they controlling it right now.
I know you guys touched on the past. We're mirroring the past movement of the charts,
Right.
which was I'm glad I got to see that last week because I'm always talking about that. And when you zoom out quite a bit, it's undeniable that we're sitting right there in that last little low spot.
Yep.
So
it's just hard to predict that if that low spot is the end of 2025, which is what we expected, like the quarter 4, but I'm thinking more like 2026 now, just
Yeah,
like
I mean,
early quarter 2026, just for that low spot. Because if I feel like it got pushed away with the government shutdown and like the tariffs and all the other shit that came out that kind of pushed it back. I think the timeline is a little off by a month or two, so you know, we could see something, but it may be closer to like just a small pump rally, and then we'll drop back down, and then 2026 may be the time where it takes off.
Well, I think the markets are just kind of reacting to a 1/4% drop,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
almost like that's not enough. So we're
no,
just going to continue to to drive it down. But where are we sitting at right now? 4.25?
is
Is
it?
that what?
Yeah, I think it's
For
for.
Fed
Yeah, I
interest
think it is.
rates,
Yeah,
Mhm.
something like that. But
yeah,
yeah, I mean, they dropped another 1/4%. I don't know. I think honestly, markets are just doing this thing that they do right before they explode, which is they get sluggish and they demoralize everyone. Like we've been in this for a long time and the hype is completely gone. We're back in the major fear and the fear and greed index, and no one is excited. There's literally no one excited in markets right now. There's some YouTubers and some chart guys that try to come out and make some bullish stuff, but for the most part, everyone's bearish. No one's excited. And I think that's exactly what happens right before it goes crazy. And we do actually start moving up in a major way. I mean, we've got some really major things that are going on in the markets right now, guys. I mean, obviously, we want to talk about the bank charter that got approved for Ripple. Also, Circle got approved for a bank charter. This is massive. Two of the largest cryptocurrency companies now being approved for bank charters. But we had something completely come out of left field today that no one would have expected. Interop Labs, the custodians of Axelar, in the same sort of sense that Ripple's the custodian of Interop Labs, got bought by Circle today. So we literally just found out. And I think, guys, we are on the brink of
you said they're over. You said they the custodian for Axelar.
Axelar. Yeah. So we
Interesting.
are on the brink of major mergers and acquisitions happening. I know, guys, we've talked about that in several of our podcasts, like how this industry is going to consolidate. But major moves are happening. Like
And so
major
Axelar
things
is
are
partnered with Ripple
happening.
and XRP, and then
Yeah,
Circle just bought Axelar and the custodian of Axelar. So now
definitely.
they in partner with Ripple essentially in XRP.
Yeah, but I mean, Ripple's been partnered with Circle in many ways before,
Yeah, but
and
it's just funny
this
like how
is
that all links together though. Like, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Are
All roads lead back to Ripple, guys.
is Ripple still trying to acquire Circle,
Well, I mean,
or
who
did they
knows?
just
Not
offer
public.
them
Not
an amount? Did they just offer them an amount to kind of set their price
I
for
mean, I
what
think
worth?
that's
They
that's
said.
Yeah,
possible. That's what it
they were
was
genuinely
when
trying to purchase. Yeah, they were genuinely trying to purchase, and I think they were almost expecting the stock price of Circle to drop significantly once it freed up after the initial investment round, but it did not.
It didn't. No.
It stayed pretty strong. So I think if it did drop, but I don't see that happening, they would make another stab at it.
I mean, Circle's come down quite a bit from its IPO,
As they
right?
all do.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of spiked and then it's come down a decent amount. So I'm not even sure where it's at in comparison to what Ripple had originally offered.
Hey, real quick, I want to backtrack on something.
Yeah.
I think excitement should be based on price movement right now. We're not going to see significant price movement until we hit these hurdles, and then also until spot ETFs become large enough to truly take huge chunks and huge dents out of supply from the exchanges. And we're still a bit of ways from that. So if people are tying their excitement to pricing, back off, take a deep breath. That's just going to send your mind in a very dark, bad place. Don't do it. We've got some huge milestones ahead of us, and we're hitting them quite fast. I mean, getting that banking charter initially approved from the OCC, that's like so significant.
Yeah.
Magnitude of that I can't even express. And I truly did not expect that to happen before this year was over. I thought that would be like Q2, Q3 of 26, to be completely frank. I thought they would drag their feet really hard on that one. So that was
So What does that mean, Phil? That they have approval to go forward with a bank?
Initial approval, yeah. They still have a couple more steps to go here, but basically, I think it's as good as.
Do they need the Fed master account before they can go full bank, or is that
No,
separate? That's a
that's
whole
a whole
different.
separate license. Yeah, that's
Okay.
which I suspect they'll get when, now that the OCC has approved this.
No, 100%. I think that could be the big other shoe to drop before the end of the year. That could be a catalyst to like some
Good.
price action.
Yeah,
Or like you said, they could drag their feet a little bit longer and wait till the new Fed chair gets there and then do it.
which is what I'm
Oh,
leaning towards. Yes.
yeah.
And Sean, to really answer your question, it means Ripple will become a bank, the Ripple National Trust, which is unbelievable. That's huge. It's insane.
Well, we knew that and Circle was gonna both be banks. So kind of like it's like they on par, they doing the same thing. So I'm not surprised at all. But
Acquiring-
also why the
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. In acquiring G Treasury, Rail, everything else, Palisades, they're going to bring all that under, well, I'm speculating. They're going to bring all that under one roof and offer all those products, I think, through Ripple National Trust.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to blow TradFi out of the water with that.
I was just about to say, like the TradFi, the reason the
Yeah.
lobbyists are there and why they fighting so hard is for this reason. They literally did not want this to happen
Exactly.
because they already got all the components in place to be competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And now they got the legislation that they need under the government, just like the bank. So it's going to be very hard for them banks to catch up and get the framework that they need to compete with these exchanges. Circle and Ripple is about to eat their lunch, man. They really are.
Absolutely. Yeah. Ripple is going to be so well positioned in the new financial system as the Ripple National Trust Bank. It's almost incomprehensible. I'm so impressed by what they're doing. The integration through acquisition. It's unbelievable. Really. And that's what we should be excited about.
For sure.
100%.
I think
It's
the
the
sentiment of the
long term of
market is
this.
just so toxic right now but people that know what they hold is not it's not like you sad. I honestly like Sean said, like I'll be so busy doing other things that I barely look at price and see. I don't check any of that shit. Like I check the news to see what's happening, but like I get excited, but then I'm just like, all right, cool. Like it's more just content for us to do our podcast than anything else, just because
Yeah.
I know that the price ain't gonna match the excitement and the things we see.
Yeah, but I'm right there with everyone else. It's a bit dejecting, watching it go down and go sideways and go up a little bit, then go back down. It eats you up a little bit for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's impossible not to be a little bit emotional about it when you've got so much of your net worth tied up in it. But, I mean, that's why we talk about you don't put money in that you need for your rent next month, like, or what you need for your groceries. Because it's obviously this is the most volatile asset class ever in history. So, but when we know what the long term holds and we continue to see things like Ripple getting this national bank charter, Circle getting this national bank charter, companies like Circle buying companies like Interop Labs, like we know where this is headed. It's very obvious where this is headed. And it's like, that's why, as much as all of us want XRP to hit $100 by Christmas, and I'm still keeping my fingers crossed, it's like, it doesn't matter. I really don't care. Like, my life
Yeah.
doesn't change. Like,
Facts.
obviously, it'd be great if it did, but I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm going to continue building my business. I'm going to continue being a dad, hanging out with my daughter, spending time with my friends like I am right now, continuing to do the same things that I'm doing. And so it's only a matter of time when we see all of these pieces falling into place. It is just people that are impatient that want to see something happen right now.
Yeah.
Because of course we all do, but when we know what's coming down the pipeline, too much is happening. This is not some sort of Fugazi fake thing. This is obviously not some type of like Ponzi scheme, shell company sort of play, whatever people want to say. Like this isn't something being faked in order to extract money from retail. Like this is obviously something that once that switch gets flipped, we just don't know exactly when it is. But with these acquisitions, these bank licenses, it is very, very clear where this is headed.
It's just like Phil was saying, it's like checkpoints getting marked off. Like, we just filling out the checklist, man. Like in the checklist, once it's full, then we can start, speculating when the switch get flipped. But Until then, man, we got so many other things that needs to happen, and to get even what Jake Clever was saying, like the $1,000 or whatever he was saying, like we need so many levers to happen before that can even be something that we can really consider. But we moving in the right direction, which is positive. So that's all that really matters.
When I was a kid and my dad was building Woodrow's in Houston, one of the most successful restaurants that's ever happened on Westheimer. As a kid, I'd see it, every week or so, and it started with the foundation. It starts with the plumbing, it starts with the cement, and then all of a sudden the framework goes up. And the whole time, I guess everybody else is sitting there going, that's nothing. There's no restaurant there. I could still see through all that shit. And when you're watching it, it's, all these things have to happen. And we're watching that happen with Ripple. We're watching it happen with the ISO tokens. And you just kind of have to respect the process. And, as a kid watching that happen and it becoming this huge 2-story, just full on deck restaurant, when it was done, it was a monster. The Houston Astros, the Houston Rockets used to go there. I mean, it was incredible to see as a kid, and I had to see it step by step. So, understanding patience and just respect for what's going on, I'm happy to at least be able to understand that this does take time, that these pieces do have to fall into place. And as much as I want it to be $100 by the 25th, cool if it happens, but we have to be patient. We have to understand that there's so much going on behind the screens that we get to look at, behind the X feeds that we have to watch. But, that's kind of how I view it, as just I have comfort in understanding that building something great takes time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. You don't build something great overnight. I think it is Chamath. You guys know who I'm talking about? Chamath or like what's his last name?
I don't listen to hip hop. I'm sorry, man.
No, I'm talking about the VC investor. Like we all know he's on the show with like David Sachs and
Oh, I know
Okay.
you talking about.
Okay.
anyway, he's been on stage and I watched a clip of him and he basically saying however long it takes for you to build something, like however long it takes for a company to be built is the half-life of that company. So if a company is built literally overnight, they almost always fizzle out just as fast as they're built. But when something takes significant amount of time and it's thorough and it's well thought out and laid out and built in a way that has a solid foundation, the company will last so much longer. And I think, obviously Ripple's a great example of that and what they're doing. But I think it's also just important to remember and recognize Ripple is not a normal company, guys. There's not going to be anything come around like this maybe ever again in history.
Yep.
I mean, not in our grandkids' lifetimes, if ever. Like maybe a couple thousand years from now, if the world even still exists, like who knows? But there's not going to be a paradigm shift like this.
To think that we look back 10 years from now and then we can be part of like the foundation of Ripple just getting started, and this, bigger than Amazon or Nvidia or whatever these big companies are, with the new Web3 infrastructure and the new financial system and how everything is going to play out and everything that we speculate on, and when it becomes reality, it'd be crazy to look and see like how big Ripple is and like the market cap of Ripple, because like you said, it's not a normal company and it's doing something that we never seen happen before. Like
Yeah.
they're building this infrastructure, something that we never seen before. It's something different than any bank or institution or any bondsman, like any stock. It's gonna be outrageous to look back 10 years from now and say, like, damn, we was there when it was just getting started, and now look at it. We knew it was gonna be this, and it's gonna be even probably bigger than we can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah. I mean,
generational opportunity for sure.
yeah. There's gonna be nothing like it. Nothing like it ever again. And it's exciting to be a part of. I think, there's a lot of talk right now about SpaceX going public. And they're looking at going public at like a 1.5 trillion valuation, which would be the largest IPO ever in history. And I think it's interesting that this is something that's getting talked about a lot because regardless of how big the SpaceX IPO is, I think the Ripple IPO is going to demolish it.
Especially if they add XRP to the balance sheet.
I mean,
Well,
if they wait until XRP price is into the 2 digits, yeah, absolutely.
but I mean that also really depends how much of the XRP and escrow really belongs to them. You know, I would say it's for sure less than 20% of total supply. Uh, you know,
Yeah.
but even if they have 15 billion at um, you know, $100, that's a lot of XRP.
Yeah, that's if
Yeah, I don't think Ripple would
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
acquisitions. They have no reason to. People usually IPO when they want to raise funds for such
Yep.
and such. So they're in a really great position.
Yeah. Yep. They don't need the money.
They don't need the money. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
must be nice to have $10 billion cash and
Yeah.
you know, investing in projects that you believe in.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
don't
there's
have
no
10 you
reason
don't
to
have $10 billion cash, Sean?
not yet, not
What are
yet.
you doing? What are you doing? Get your act together.
They're doing it right. I mean, we're pushing a decade and a half. You know, if that's the half-life, which I surely don't believe that, but, you know, it has taken a long time to put this together, which is respectable. If you've been here since below a cent, God bless you. You know,
For
you're
real.
man, how lucky. But, you know, people just didn't know about it. It just wasn't well known. And I'll never forget starting to watch DAI and Brad Kimes. Man, I guess it's probably been like 7 years already. But I had already purchased well before that. But man, for the masses, we've all been to XRP Vegas. People are there and they just bought 2 months before that.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
Yep.
excited to be here. Like, what?
Yeah.
You've been here for how long? Oh man, well, you know, congratulations.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
Stuff like
I
that
bet
blows me away too.
Brad and Mrs. Kimes are starting to get ready for May again. It's
Yeah.
coming right back around. We'll
Well, they probably
certainly have to
have
talk to
been
them
for a
about
while.
we'll have to talk to them about just setting up a table with microphones
Yeah.
set up, and
You need a Diginachi booth, man.
For sure. Yep. We'll get that set up.
that'll be a
Sweet.
lot of fun. I mean, we did surpass 100 subs.
Guys, we're at 111 subs.
That's a
Let's
good
go.
number.
The shorts, man, that I've been getting out there, I swear, like they're driving our subs. So thank you, subs. Like, you know, you guys, we're here
Way to
for
go, Will.
you. We're here for you.
We're just the normal everydayers who are working our asses off doing something else that I love to get together once a week. You know, I was sitting here at this table last night and realized that you guys weren't going to be doing this. So
Were
I
you
guess
sad, Sean?
I mean, I watched the Broncos, so whatever. They're
You
crushing
like,
it this
but
year.
you went into the studio and you're
Oh
like,
yeah, for
man,
sure.
they canceled on me because Will's going to a Bulls game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Damn
saw
you,
that.
Will.
It's okay. I'm glad I'm here tonight,
Yeah.
and we'll be back in just 6 short days. Are you guys? Oh
Yeah.
wait,
Well, actually,
what?
guys, so
Oof, got to talk about that.
I'm going to the Turning Point USA event in Phoenix this week. So I fly back Sunday night. So I would love if we can do another podcast Monday night again, like kind of same time like we're doing now, and then we can get back into our Sunday routine.
Yeah, I
That'll
can't do
work.
Sunday. Can't do Sunday either.
Yeah, I can't either because I'm gonna be flying out on Sunday. So that's fine. That's good.
It's my wife's birthday. I gotta take care of that.
Happy birthday, Alex.
Yeah, I gotta take her to some fancy ass sushi restaurant that I'm currently. I'm gonna try to find one of those places that's like super hidden that you go like, you know, knock on a random door and they open it up and it's someplace incredible. So
That's awesome.
Oh, that's
I give her everything she wants, man.
she doesn't want a lot.
Oh, that's good. It's a low maintenance woman right there.
She's a perfect wife. Happiest man ever.
Did you
Is there
guys
anything else? Anything else we got going on, guys?
Did y'all see the NASDAQ was trying to get 24/7 or like 23 hours of basically keeping up with the crypto market? They want to be 23
Yeah,
hours
by
going with 1
July.
hour downtime.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're trying to be 24/7, 365 by July with no downtime, I think.
Yeah, it said 23 for now, but I think that for whatever they need to do for like the balancing or whatever,
Yeah.
that hour that they need to like make sure that everything is closed, and then but I'm guessing the end game would be 24/7.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they said that like as in they want to get it. I think it's probably gonna be before July, but
Oh, wow.
yeah, they're talking about it more frequently, and they trying to move on it. So, but I just thought that was interesting that they, because what are they going to run on if they're going to be 24/7 or 23/7? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's got to be blockchain. It can't be
How can you
anything
do
else.
that? How can you do that?
100%.
Tokenization. Tokenization.
Yep.
It's coming.
Yeah, for sure. Don't forget.
Those
You
are the
know.
breadcrumbs.
Yep.
Yep.
President of NASDAQ was at Ripple Swell. She's
That's
there
what I was
for a
about to
reason.
say.
Right. It's not a coincidence.
You're going to Ripple Swell for a reason.
Yeah.
We gotta go next year.
Oh, I'm going.
Yeah, for sure. We gotta
gotta
have
go.
gotta have a table set up there with microphones.
Yeah.
That's gotta be our thing, guys. Everywhere we go, we just walk around with microphones and a table.
Talking to everybody.
You know,
I
I
got
can strap a table on my back, guys.
I got the gear. I got all the mics, got all the things we need. We got all the cameras we need, all the lights. I'll just, I'll drive to Vegas next year.
We just got duffel bags and tables.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Oh man. This
Well,
is fun, guys.
yeah, we'll keep it short and sweet this week, just surpassed, I think we're about half an hour. So, even though our most watched episode is about an hour, whatever.
That was all the conspiracy theory talk.
Yeah. Sure was.
We're putting out the wrong type of content here.
Look, Sean was on it that day.
Sean went to McDonald's hamburgers, man.
I just mentioned Burger King and McDonald's, and we got 800 views. So we'll see if we can't do some damage without mentioning them.
Yeah.
Well, it was good to see you guys tonight.
Yeah. Fun hanging with you guys.
So thankful for you guys and our companionship and our faith, all the good things. And, we really do have a crazy year ahead of us. We got some family time to spend this next 2 weeks, and I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to see Will when he gets back to Colorado, and, we'll get together next Monday again. But, just so blessed to have you guys and so thankful. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I got tonight.
Likewise, right there.
Appreciate y'all, man. Always good seeing y'all.
Enjoy the holidays this time of year, guys. Seriously, like it is. We all get excited. It's been a long year. At this time of year, just spend time with your loved ones and remember what's important, because obviously we love crypto, but there is I give up all my crypto in a heartbeat if it was a choice between them and my family. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
My dogs even.
Yeah.
Shit.
Seriously.
I love my dog, but I'm keeping my XRP bag.
Oh man, poor Leo, bro. I'll take him.
Leo heard that, man.
Yeah, dude. Like, we're all connected. Man, he felt that.
It's
Felt
all
that
right. Leo
here, dude.
knows. He knows. Leo's like, yeah, you need that to take care of Blakely. Like, he knows
He
his
don't
role.
know.
He's a good dog.
Well, let's go ahead and sign off. We'll end on your poor Leo note. I'm XRP Sean. Go,
I'm Will
guys.
Carr Speaks.
Phil Spinzz.
So heavy, man. See y'all next time.
Yeah, see you
It's the
guys next
Fibonacci
week.
sequence.
Later, guys.